Hello, good evening. Welcome to Bars and Bells. My name is Lauren.
And I'm Ian.
And this is our strength and swings class.
Oh, yeah.
We get warmed up with our body weight, and then we get into using our kettlebells. Mine are here, you might not be able to see them. Our kettlebells for strength exercises such as our get-ups, and today we're gonna squat and press.
Excellent. We have two bells, one light, one heavy. You could do it just with that one bell of yours. Let's get together with our body weight and warm up before we touch those kettlebells.
I'm together.
You're together. Let's get to the floor though. And we'll end up on your elbow like we'll revisit in the Turkish get-up. Elbow. Get to that 90-90 position for a second. From here, compress or pull that bottom side in.
Turn and face the camera.
Okay.
There we go.
All right. So we're in that 90 position like a lunge. Bottom leg pull in, top hip extend forward. Take a breath. Check in there on those hips, and then relax the effort. Then do the same thing, pulling in, pushing through, and then press through the hand so we could end up in Lauren's favorite, Mer sit. From here, you might point your toes, sit nice and tall using that outrigger, and at the head neck, do our chin tuck, and then rotate over a shoulder, and then through center, grow tall all the time and rotate the other direction. Let's go one more time through center, rotate the other side, keep the heart or chest forward. Final rotation, side to side, finish in center, and let's just come back to the elbow. In that elbow, heart forward. Pull the bottom leg in and extend or push that top hip forward. For 10 seconds, we'll create that tension and think of that same tension as we transition to our lunges in today's practice. Then one more time, press through the ground, sit up tall. Maybe this time we could get away from using that outrigger, hold our tall sits position, extend that back hip forward, sit, breathe, and any way that's available for you. Let's switch to the other side. We'll do the same thing first, setting up on the elbow. 90-90 in that lunge, ankles bent 90, knees bent 90, and hips and upper body making that same number. The bottom leg, pull it in. The top hip, extend it forward, gently cramp with that butt squeeze, extending. Maybe that opens a quad or hip stretch and feel that nice compression in the hip. Relax the effort. Do the same thing one more time though. Pull in on the bottom, push through on the top. Take a breath and then press into your Mer sit. From here, maybe point the toes, dorsiflex feet are fine too, and push that back hip forward. Use the outrigger to keep your shoulders over top of the hips. One more time. Let's get back to that elbow.
Wait, we should move our head up.
Oh, you're right. Same rotations from here. So do your chin tuck in and rotation side. Grow tall throughout. Then the other side. Maybe look at your training partner. And then tall again. Lauren's wearing that top knot, putting energy out of the fountainhead there. And then one last time. Chin tuck, return center, then find that elbow again. One more time, scissor like in our get-ups. We'll pull the top hip in, pull the bottom hip in, extend that top hip forward, create tension, hip extension, open up that hip, and then last link for me, return to that Mer person sit and sit tall. Personally, this is my hard side. I feel like I should use that outrigger to really but encourage the rib cage over the hips. What's from here, Lauren?
We'll flip to all fours.
Oh, okay.
So a nice flip around. Place your fingertips down, your callus line, and those full palms. As you're putting those full palms down, make sure your elbows are nice and straight. With those straight elbows, so that means elbow pits facing forward, shoulders packed. Let's keep our shoulders packed, keep our elbows straight, but rotate our elbow pits or blood donations backwards. And then screw them in and rotate them forwards. And repeat 2 more times. Rotating the pits backwards, rotating them forward, and I forget if that was 1 or 2 last time, and forward. With those nice straight elbows, elbow pits forward, gently pull on the floor so your shoulders go towards over your fingertips. And use your fingers to send yourself back. As you rock back, keep your tailbone tilted towards the ceiling and your spine long. And then pull on the floor, drifting shoulders towards over fingertips, wrist extension, elbows straight, shoulders packed, and press yourself back, tailbone long. Pull yourself to center. Let's do a quarter turn with those hands, fingertips facing sideways. This is like our bug squish and our get up, so we'll practice this here. With those shoulders packed out of your ears. Again, elbows ramrod straight. Feel that push in the right fingers to send you to the left. And then feel the push in the left fingers to send you to the right. Feel that transfer of weight and that full grip of the floor through all 5 fingers on each side, as well as that callus line. Once you come back to center, let's try to keep the elbows straight, push the palms away from the floor, and then flick the fingers away, shaking out your wrists. Since we're in this tall kneel, we'll just bring a leg up and casually end up in our lunge position. With the hands on the hips or at the side of your body, gently lifting the hip and then pulling it down. And do that one more time. Hike that hip and pull it down. Now tuck the hip under by squeezing the back cheek and gently tilt the tail to the ceiling behind you. Repeat again. Tuck the hips under and one more time, anterior tip of the hip, but then we'll end up in that posterior tip where we tuck and squeeze the back cheek. As we're squeezed and extended here, we're driving down and pulling on that front leg. Just like we did in that sit earlier, let's just hold this position for 3 more seconds. Feel that scissor action and then relax but stay. One last time, push down on that front leg, extend the back hip, push in and pull for 3, 2, and then relax. Heel toe that foot open to the side. Take the same arm of the side leg, put it across your body. Keep that back hip extended for a couple seconds and that side knee pushing to the side. Our head's gonna rotate to look over that side leg, and then our upper body's gonna rotate that direction. Head comes back to center, shoulders follow. Repeat and then add on. Head rotate, shoulder rotates. Now chop your hips to push back as you would in your get up, so your hand finds the floor. With your hand underneath your shoulders, head's looking at the ceiling. Head will rotate to look at hand on the floor. Shoulders will square up. Try to keep that side knee side. Head rotates open. Shoulders rotate open. One last time. Head looks down. Shoulders look down. Head looks up. Shoulders look up. Pressing the floor away. Head and shoulders return to center. Heel toe that foot to the front. And then zip. Bring it under. Same thing other side. Front first. First we hiked a hip and then we pulled it down. And then we did that again. We hiked it and we pulled it down. We tucked it under, squeezing the back cheek, and then we tilted it forward. One more time, tuck it under. One more time, tilt it forward. So now for real, one more time, tuck it under. Squeezing the back cheek, extending the back hip, pushing down in the front leg and pulling it in, feeling that scissor action for 3, 2, relax and stay. One more time, scissor action, extending the back hip, pulling the front leg in, and then relax and heel toe that leg to the side. With that leg beside you, back hip extended, we'll take the same arm as the side leg across the chest. Head rotates sideways. Shoulders rotate. Head rotates back to center. Shoulders back to center. Repeat. Head, shoulders. This time hinging on the hip, pushing the hip back. Hand finds the floor, but then stack those shoulders over top. Head rotates to look at the floor. Shoulders rotate closed. Head open. Shoulders open. One last time. Head to floor. Shoulders square up, eyes towards the ceiling, shoulders follow, opening up, keeping that leg to the side as you press the floor away. Head and shoulders return to center, heel toe to center. Now let's push down and forward, down and, no, let's not do that because then we'd be lopsided. Let's pull that leg underneath. I changed my mind. It's allowed.
I think Lauren wanted to get into planks.
I did.
I think so. So from those hand positions, and we can modify from the knees if we need, but let's lift up those hips for those who can and tuck under, connecting the rib cage and hips. X patterns today, folks. Let's take your left hand and pull it towards the right foot. and pull the right foot to the left hand, and then relax the tension. Then same thing other side, pull the right hand to the left foot and left foot to the right hand. Create that X or diagonal pattern and relax. Now let's do both together, creating that X. Okay, we're gonna break. I like that was intense.
I was trying really hard.
I hope you could need a break as well. But let's do that X pattern now together. So we're in our high planks position. I'll be pulling my left hand to right foot and right hand to left foot and left foot to right hand and right foot to left hand, and create that X for 3, 2, easy off, knees down. Take a breath. And then from here, let's just walk back to a squat stance comfortable for you. And Lauren, tell us what to do while we're here.
Oh, well, we're going to hang out in our squat.
I'm in.
I think that's a good thing to do here.
We're here.
So our squat in this position means our feet are gripping the floor. That means our heels are down. All 10 toes are down. Our pads of our balls of our feet are down, but our feet are gripping, engaging those arches. We might be this low. We might be a little higher. That's up to you. Nice long spine. Drive those knees apart and kind of screw into those ankles for 3, 2. Keep doing that so much you press up to tall. Whew. Give it a little wiggle. Adjust your feet as needed. Before you go anywhere, straight legs pull together. Feel your adductors. Feel your glutes. Now do the opposite. Push down into the floor, extending your hips. You'll still feel your glutes. Push, 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 push. Go back to the pulling action. Rippling the floor underneath you. Ripple so much your knees actually have to bend, and you pull yourself into your squat. Remember this for later. From here,
we'll walk out and we'll go one last time in that X plank. Hands are open, elbows are straight. Integrate the rib to hip cage connection by pulling the right hand to your left foot for 5, 4. Then hold your position and repeat on the other side. I'll pull my left hand to my right foot and my right foot to the left hand. And then hold the position, and for 5 seconds do the X. Right hand, left foot. Left hand, right foot. Go back and forth in your brain.
3, 2.
And then knees down. And take it away. From here, Lauren, take it away, that squat.
Oh, take it away. That was the cue. Stepping your feet maybe slightly wider into your squat position, depends on you. Walk those hands back, drop the hips. Let's do our checklist again. Nice long spine. Chest is up. If we want to practice, let's bring those elbows in tight like we will for our goblet squats. Knees are slightly driving out. The feet are gripping engaged arches. Keep pushing down and away, and hip up to tall. Definitely shake it out. You know, we were walking up here today thinking about, we walk everywhere, we don't have a car. But anyway, thinking about what we were gonna do. And we're gonna do some fun things. But I said, I just love get-ups to get warmed up because you get under that load. So that's what we're gonna do to get warmed up.
Sounds good.
Get out a bell that you'd like to start doing a get-up with. Let's start with 1 get-up on each side. That could be a body weight. That could be a kettlebell. Any sort of other object. Whatever it is, nice and light. Let's come down to the floor. Here are the rules.
Oh, I was expecting no rules.
I know, we're gonna practice our hinge for 1. So hips go back, feel the load through the hammies, offset that sitting all day by maybe even lifting the hips a little bit into the air to feel that extra load on hamstrings. And then drop the hips. Repeat, hips lift a little bit, and then drop. And then this time we're gonna tip forward, walk yourself out into your push-up position. 5-second descent, butt squeeze, lats engaged, 5, 4, chest and hips land at the same now time. Whew. Flipping over.
Now time.
Now time.
Now time.
That's right, now time. We're starting in our cuddle position, 1 get up on each side. From the cuddle, roll to your back with 2 hands and press the kettlebell towards that firing range position. Pack shoulder, brace core, push in the floor, extend to the elbow. Find the hand in that squish of a bug. Bridge and sweep. That back toe stays tucked as you press the hips away. Square up the lunge, feel that tension as we warmed up, and press to tall. Come back down, step back lunge, controlled descent. Front foot opens, rotate hinge, sweep, find the elbow. Press away from the elbow to your back. Pull the bell down with 2 hands and cuddle. Whew. Spin yourself around. I feel like that could have been a
We're
song.
spun. Oh, it is, Lauren. Right round. Like
Is
a
it?
get up baby.
Okay. Same thing, other side.
Like a record baby.
Would you like to call this one out?
Nope.
All right, cuddle.
Oh, it could.
Roll press. Just no. No, I don't want to. Okay, hip extend. Pull on the elbow. Find your hand pressing the floor, waist squishing. Use that other foot to drive down as you sweep the leg through. Floor pushes away. Front leg moves. Push and press to tall. Repeat, coming back down with control. Nice long spine in that lunge. Step, rotate, hinge. Sweeping, finding the elbow and pressing away from your elbow to your back. 2 hands pulling the bell down. Cuddle. Ha.
Nice. I see more get-ups on the menu.
Yep.
I think we're going for 2s in a row. Does that kettlebell feel like a load that you could do 2 get-ups in a row without putting it down? If so, let's get ready to go again. If that task seems a little bit like too much, maybe do 1 with the bell and then do your second one right in a row in a body weight way. I'm ready to go, Lauren.
Me too.
How about you?
Right round, baby. That's the song. Now I hear it. All right.
Made famous from Zoolander, at least in my awareness.
Are you going to call this time?
I'll cuddle it, I'll call it and cuddle. So here we are in our cuddle, rolling to our back, 2 hands to firing range, set up your get up stance. Push off that hip, pull the elbow. Tall sitters next. Then we bridge and sweep. Press the floor away, extend the hips. Square up the lunge, full body tension and up. Next, we slowly descend in the lunge. Open. The windmill as the hand finds the floor. Sweeping the leg next. Elbow into your back. Stay there in firing range and repeat. It's a hip extension, a tall sit, a bridge, a sweep. Perhaps you do a half get up. Follow us for the complete lunge to stand and then drop. Then open, rotate and hinge. Stack over top with the hand on the floor. Tall sit sweep. Find the elbow. Core brace. 2 hands on or near that kettlebell. Then our cuddle. And our well-deserved rest. And I'm very happy that I chose this kettlebell, being the moderately heavy one and not the heavy one, because 2 might be too much. Perform like you can do this again. And Lauren will call out this set of reps for 2 get-ups in a row.
Take a nice breath. Look at your bell and bring it along with you as you go to that firing range position. Extending the hip and pulling on the elbow. Finding your hand. A bridge and a sweep. That back toe's already tucked as you get into the lunge position to help you on the up. Control it down. Remember, as you come here, rotate and hinge so you can stack those shoulders before you sweep to the elbow and press to your back. Repeating 1 more time, keeping the bell in that firing range and working through that get up at a controlled pace, 1 move at a time, breathing throughout. Looking at your bell as you do your hinge and coming back through. Finishing on the floor, pulling the bell down, and cuddle. Oh, nice.
I would have only gotten away with 1 there if I was leading that, so I'm glad that Lauren kept us honest and got us to have 2 reps.
It's true. Don't go far.
Hope you're sweating lightly. I hope your heart rate's elevated just that little bit.
A boom, boom.
Weighted cardio, my favorite. Lauren likes running, and that's great too, but hopefully we can get that nice aerobic levels of work here while under load.
I like all things.
Lauren has 1 more set of get-ups for us on the menu, so let's do it. Pick your side. I'll start with my non-dominant first here today.
Just a single.
Just a single, she said. So roll, cuddle, press. Push the hip through. Tall sit next. Follow with us as we go through the windmill to that lunge, or perhaps just do a half get up and come back down. It's a lunge, returning. Open windmill. Hinge, find the floor. Stack, sweep, elbow, and to our back. 2 hands and down to the ground. Cuddle. Time under tension. Work, rest, flip around. Lauren's gonna call out this last one for one last get up today.
All right. Last get up. You know where to start. In the cuddle. If you're confused on where to put your hand, put it close to that pinky side corner. Roll, but not on the corner. Press. Nice strong wrist. Extend to the elbow. Drive through the hand. Bridge. Feel that core brace as you sweep the leg underneath and press to tall. That 2 legs to help you up there and 2 legs to control the down. As you do your hinge windmill, you're looking at your bell, finishing with control. Pulling that bell down. Let's stand up the same way we started this whole routine, which was our push-up and hinge. So lying flat on your stomach, hands in push-up position, shoulders retracted, hips tucked, butt squeeze, 1 unit up. Hips reach up towards the sky, keep the tailbone long. Press the heels towards the floor, bend the knees, loading up your hinge. Nice long spine. Whammo.
Whammo.
Oh, grab a drink. Octopus arms.
A quick towel off.
Take a second.
Ever since that octopus teacher on Netflix, I have been calling these our octopus arms, so I like it. Gets the idea across, nice and loose. Nice and loose. Lauren's grabbing a heavy bell. Do you have 2 bells at home? If so, heavy bell and light bell scenario. I'll do the same and look forward to Lauren telling us what we're doing next.
Here, we're working between some light presses and some heavy presses mixed with some squats in between. We'll end up doing 6 sets of this. What'll happen is I'm going to take my light bell. I'm going to cheek clean it to my rack position. I'm going to press it once in my right hand. Ian's going to put it down, or no, I'm going to put it down. Then Ian's going to do his right hand. So either stick with my timing or stick with Ian's timing, but don't do both. We're going to go light presses, squats. Heavy presses, squats. Light, squat. You know, you get the drift. 6 rounds. As for which bell you squat, that's up to you. Here we go. Round 1, light.
Cheek clean to press, zip up the body, rack position, full press overhead, pull back down, and if we channeled it just like Lauren, you're doing really, really well.
Team Ian's going. Team Lauren is resting. Hup. Press it overhead. Control the pull down like your chin up. Repeat on your other arm.
Subtle differences to Lauren's press to mine is how she picks it up. Both are A+, gold standard, right ways to do it. Lauren takes that kettlebell from between the legs and zips it right up. I like being behind the bell to hike past first. Choose your favorite and a press. Here we go.
A press. Team Ian, second arm, light bell, round 1. Ding, ding. Depending on how you're feeling squatting wise, we did a fairly large bike ride yesterday, so I'm going to stick with my light bell. Ian's pressing or squatting his big bell. Whichever bell you choose, stand over top. Handle perpendicular to your feet. Use your hinge. Pull catch to the goblet. Hold. 5 squats. We pull ourselves down, feel that adductor tension, and press to tall. Both actions in the squat should be work. The pull down is work. The drive away is work. We're not just floppy moppy here. I forget. One more. Brace the core. Use your hinge. Park the bell. Up without.
Whew. Whew. Floppy moppy made an appearance in the words, but hopefully not in the form. Keep your full body tension. Use that coordinated brace with your abs for strength, for safety, and success in your lift. Lauren is now on her heavy bell, and Team Lauren looking to press that heavier bell also for 1 rep. Full body tension, full overhead lockout, pull to rack, 2 hands and down, and then Team Ian or us who's left, time for us to do the same.
Especially when you're pressing this heavy bell. Create that tension before you pick it up, and then you're pushing out of a strong core. You're pushing out of a strong foundation. If you're floppy when you press, it won't work.
Full body tension, if Lauren didn't say that, it's the butt squeeze, the core brace, and even that fist of fury she has off to the side.
I should clarify. It'll work, but it'll be your limiting factor. All right, team Ian. Second side, heavy press. This is set 2 of 6 here, or that's fine. You get it.
There we
Excellent.
go.
You're back to your squatting bell.
6 sets of squats too, Lauren?
Yeah, that's why I stuck to my lighter bell. You choose over top, hip hinge, pull catch. Inhale and use that brace or that hup at the bottom to keep that tension. As we're here, that belt is not resting on my chest. It's just in front. Shoulders are retracted, lats engaged. 5. Up without. When you're catching your breath or while you're doing your exercise, try to breathe in and out that nose. We're back to our light bell.
Light bell. Single repetitions again here. Taking your time, setting up just right. It might be light, but reinforce your groove. Pull, push, full body tension. Light-ish.
Light. You're so far back there. All right, team Ian, first arm, light set number 2 or set number 3, whatever you want to count it. Team Lauren, second side, light.
There we go. Lauren did her non-dominant arm first. That's a really good habit, really good habit.
Thank you.
Here's my non-dominant effort.
All right, team Ian, that second side light bell here. Good, and really controlling that pull down. Keep the vertical forearm. Practice engaging the lat on the way down and squeezing the butts. Squats, speaking of butts, hip hinge, pull catch. Adjust your feet as needed. Pull down, drive away. Feel that tension on the down. Press up. Chin is slightly tucked, but we are looking forward, but we're not craning that neck.
5.
Thank you. And sometimes, you're giving all these tips and cues and you forget the numbers going in your head.
Breathing and counting can be some of the hardest parts of our workout, honestly.
It is.
Heavy. Here is that set number 4. Second set through with that heavy side. Stomp your feet. Set up just right. Clean it. Press it. Own the overhead, beautiful Lauren. Rack and down and shake.
Loose. We want that tension right now if you're team Ian. Have the tension. Press it overhead. Keep the tension on the down. And then once the bell goes down, recover.
That tension and relaxation piece. Full body tension for Lauren's. Pull it down still. You're squeezing your bum still. Then put it down and shake it out. Then us. Second side, hip hinge.
This is the 4th round here. Heavy presses. Nice controlled. If you're at home and you have a bell right now that maybe you could press it once, but this neck and set through, it's a little too much. Hold it in the rack position for the time it takes us to press it. Practice that time under tension. Enough delay, we're back to squats. Numbers, set 4. Pulling ourselves down, pressing away, getting up to 20 squats here. Pull and hoop. I think last one. And hoop. Good. We have 2 more rounds.
Nice. So with that light kettlebell, groove it. Reinforce the kettlebell grips position, that pinky near a corner. What about the wrist? Slightly coming over the top like an arm wrestle. Clean it. Full body tension, press, and focus on that pull down to help the push up, pull up, press, you name it.
Life.
Okay.
It's easier when you're stronger. Chi clean to that rack. Press it. Pull down. Park it with control.
I like touching those heavier weights because then the other one feels lighter. Stay strong. Nice clean, Lauren. Full press. Pull back to rack. And down.
All right, last one with the light bell. Well, single, stay tuned for more presses. 1 press, pull down, and park. Finishing up set number 5 of 6 with our 5 squats. Standing over your bell. Hinge, pull catch. Adjust stance as needed. Feel the adductor pull down. Feel the drive away. Full hip extension at the top. That means hips are forward because your glutes are squeezed. The kneecaps are pulled up. But the whole time, just as we warmed up, those feet are engaged in gripping the floor. Use your hinge. Park the bell.
Oh.
Take a second off.
Thank you for the rest, Lauren.
I said a second.
But Team Ian gets a little bit more rest than that Team Lauren does. So follow us for one last set of presses. Finish with integrity. You started strong. Let's finish stronger. That satisfies that statement there. Pull the rack to the floor.
Boom.
That really took my breath away, that last set of presses.
Are you okay? Do you need more time? I can tell them a good joke.
No, you
She
can't.
cleaned her rack. I know. I don't have one. Press overhead and pull down. Yeah, you told me I didn't have a funny joke. All right, second side. Look one up for next week.
Sorry, we'll get some new material. But it's a cheat clean. The full body tension press. Great work overhead. Pause in the rack for an extra second. Return. Last rep.
Last set of heavy here for Team Ian. Keep it clean. You want to finish on a strong press. One that you achieve nice and cleanly right to the end. And place it down with control. We have one last set of squats today, bringing us to 30. Last hinge pull catch. Zip. Adjust your stance. Pull and hook. Ultimately, we are trying to break parallel, getting our butts below our knees. But if that's not for you, get as low as you can, keeping your chest up.
Last one.
Last one. And then use your hinge to park. We're going to take a second off. I do want to do one more get up each side because that would make 10 get ups. And I just like that. So isn't that a good enough reason to do things?
A lot of time it is.
Yeah. So I'm going to move my heavier bell out of the way. I'm going to do one of my lighter bell get ups, one each side. And then we're going to press to end things off.
Wow.
I know I was debating, do I do the presses first and then do a get up where you're like, whoa.
Get up first is.
Get up first.
That sounds safer.
It does sound safer. So let's come on down. I dare you.
Dare you.
Dare you to do your non-dominant arm first on this get up.
Done.
Okay.
That sounds like a safe dare.
It's pretty wild here. All right. Here we go. Last get up each side from the cuddle to the press. Take your time. I'll move one step at a time on your way up as you work step by step through that get up. Remember that tension in our lunge to stand up and the nice long spine and soft landing on the down. As you do your rotation and hinge, that's where you start looking back up at the bell and make your way to that strong firing range ending position. Ooh. Cuddle.
Nice.
Whew. It is humid.
It is humid today.
Thick.
Bell security day, you know. Get the chalk, get the grips. Whew, it is humid today.
All right. One last get up. Number 9 to 10. Here we go. Cuddle. Roll press. As you move through this get up, hopefully you're somewhat on our pace. If you're much faster than we are, you should probably slow down. Take your time. Each step independent and finishing, pressing away from your elbow and pulling the bell down. Because it's the end of class, no rules how you stand up.
It's been a while since we've worked on our pistol squat in this class. Maybe
stay tuned.
That should make an appearance soon.
Next week.
Okay, I'm in.
Come back.
I'll be here.
But before then, we're not done. Before then, I would probably recommend your lighter bell. Maybe even a lighter, depends on what you have in your house. We're going to take our lighter bell. I'm going to press mine 5 to 10 times in my one arm. Then Ian's going to go. So I get a little break. And then we're going to do the other arm, the same amount of reps. Pick a number, 5. 10's a lot. Figure it out. Rep them out. But keep them strong.
Lauren's going for 10.
And full range. Rack overhead. Rack overhead. No bouncing out of your rack. That's enough out of me. Here I go.
Clean. Pick up your bells. Press for up to 10. It might be slightly faster, but that's okay. Still pull down. Press, pull, full body tension. Lauren exemplifies those things very, very well here. Hope she's keeping track. I'm not even going to say the number. She knows. You know the number you're going for. Get it with integrity. Finish strong. I think that's got to be close.
That's 10.
Setting the bar so high, I hope I can keep up. I know I can keep up. Get that mindset. I can do 10. Here I go. Here you go.
The only place peer pressure is a good thing. 5 to 10 reps here. Root your feet. Grip the floor. Feel the energy coming up. So shoot the energy up your quads, into your glutes, into your core, up overhead. Don't discount how much you can help by using your whole body, even though you're only doing one move. On repeat a couple times. Breathing, taking your time. Always remember to count.
Oh, I think Lauren did her non-dominant hand first.
I did.
Such a smart idea. Such a good idea. That Lauren, full of those good ideas. So take your rest if you need. Follow as you go here and chase that same number, left and right sides. Go. Hi-ya. It's the same story. It's the full body tension. It's a one-handed move, but a full body effort. Breath. Glutes. Yeah. Feet gripping. I'll be quiet as you finish those last couple presses here. You can do it. You're doing it. That last one we want to be the hardest. We want that last one to be the hardest. And return to the ground. Last time for us. Set it up.
If you were with Team Lauren and you're recovering right now, really force that exhale to slow down your breath. If you're Team Ian, you're patterning that breath the same every time. The inhale on the down and that exhale on the up. Remember, you want to keep that core brace as you're pressing out of that racked position to not be pushing out of a soft block. Last couple reps. Tension's high, breath is still good. Oh, nice. Finishing with strength.
You gotta wiggle it out.
Shake it out.
And catch your breath.
And catch your breath. Let's finish with that today. Quick breath exercise. Sometimes we like to start with them. Sometimes we do them per out, and sometimes we finish.
And sometimes you forget.
And sometimes we just forget. So, because I remembered, we have a couple seconds. Feet rooted in the floor, whatever stance is comfortable for you. Either a hand on a belly, a hand on a chest, or just at your side. Close your mouth in your nose. And exhale. Let's fill our belly for 4. And exhale for 4. Repeat again. In for 4. And out for 4. Adding on. Into the belly for 4. Hold full for 4. Into the chest for 4. And exhale for 4. Repeat. Belly for 4. Hold. Chest. And exhale for 4. One last round tonight. Into the belly for 4. Hold for 4. Chest for 4. Exhale for 4. Now hold empty for 5, 4, 3, 2.
Whew.
Tricked ya. Looking number
Extra
5.
second. Gotta make the next time feel easier, I guess. Oh.
Thanks for joining us tonight on our
Nice.
Strength and Swings class. Ian's worked hard. He's sweating good over here.
Yeah, I hope we all are.
Yeah, me too. I gotta wipe my brow there. Thanks for joining. My name's Lauren.
I'm Ian.
This is Bars and Bells. Check out our membership on our website, www.barsandbells.com/membership. Who would have thought? We have our Strength and Swings every Tuesday and other classes in between to help you stay strong and take care.
You got it. We'll be back next Tuesday, live at 4:05 for more kettlebells. Check out the archives. We hope to train with you soon. Take care, as Lauren said. Stay strong, as Lauren said. And let's train soon. Have a good night. Goodbye.
Goodbye.